Sub Desu. What's up? What's up? You guys can see my reflection right here. What's up, Jay? How is it going for all y'all? How are you guys doing? So, today is a pretty eventful day. Today, oh wait a minute. Before I even take out the card, I gotta make sure I uninstall the drivers first. Can't get too ahead of myself. Eating pad thai. Is it a hot take to think that pad thai is mid? Hey, Lapis. I remember my mom introduced me to pad thai, I think, the first time, and I was like, yeah, I'm not sure if I understand the hype. Is that a hot take? Okay, spring rolls are good. I'll agree with that. Pad thai, I feel like I can only have like a few bites and I'm like sick of it. I don't know why I get sick of it, but I just do. The peanuts. If you like the peanuts, why not just eat the peanuts? Patsy you. Is that the one with like the drunken noodles or whatever? Is there a Valorant game going on? Turn on speaker. All right, first things first. Why do I still have this? I thought I removed this. Azio. What the hell? This must be a problem. The flat square noodles, I feel like I've tried it in my lifetime. I feel like that also, like, I couldn't eat too much of. Like, I just take a few bites and I'm satisfied, but like, I don't think I could eat that until I'm full. If that makes sense. All right, next. So let's see. How to, let's see, let's go YouTube. How to replace NVIDIA with AMD GPU.
Gigabytes, and it's been more than enough to use brand EU uninstaller.
Alright, DDU uninstaller, got it.
So now you can get this from the wagmrsoft.com website.
Do I already have DDU?
Agree to everything.
I don't.
And searching for the download. And we want to go to software, DDU installer, and we want to look for the latest version. In this instance, the version is 18.0.4.9. So we'll click on read more. And then to get the download, we want to just go all down and say click here to download and support. This will redirect you to a forum page, which actually has the link further down in the official download. So we'll click that official download and download the tool. Now what we need to do is install that tool to the system.
Wait, what?
So we want to just go on page, which actually has the link further down in the official download. So we'll click that official download and download the tool. Now what we need to do is install that tool to the system.
Alright.
By extracting it.
Alright.
And then exiting the folder. Now if we run this while we're currently in Windows, it will actually give us a bit of a warning. So once we run it while we're actually in Windows, what we're going to do is it's going to say is that it's going to detect that we're not in safe mode. It's best to run this application in safe mode, so we'll shut the machine down and we'll do that now. To get a machine into safe mode, one of the quickest and easiest methods is to go down to the Windows corner, and this is Windows 10, hit the settings, scroll down to update and security, hit recovery. Then what we want to do is we want to go to the advanced startup, which will kind of reset.
Wait a minute.
And we'll do that. We run it while
What's it called?
And then exiting the folder. Now, if we run this while we're currently in Windows, it will actually give us a bit of a warning. So once we run it while we're
A display driver uninstaller. Is it not just this? Oh wait, is it not this? Wait, setup. Alright, sure. Okay, cool. Oh my god. It's a lot of stuff. Remove PhysX. Keep in video control global. I feel like these are fine. Alright, we gotta run this in safe mode like you said.
in Windows, what we're going to one of the quickest and easiest methods is to go down to the Windows corner, and this is Windows 10, hit the settings, scroll down to update and security, hit recovery. Then what we want to do is we want to go to the advanced startup, which will kind of reset Windows as such. It will
Wait.
security, hit recovery.
Update and security. Update and security. Update and security. I don't know what I'm doing.
Hit recovery.
Recovery. Recovery.
Then what we want to do is we want to go to the advanced startup,
Advanced startup.
which will kind of reset Windows as such. It will go to a different kind of menu. Once that has appeared, we want to go to troubleshooting,
Troubleshoot.
advanced options,
Advanced.
startup settings.
Troubleshoot. Troubleshoot.
Once that menu has appeared, we want to go to troubleshooting,
Two.
advanced
Two.
options,
Two.
startup settings,
222.
and hit
Restart.
restart. Now what this
222
will do is it will
restart.
restart the machine, and it will give us a new prompt.
222 restart.
So what we want to do is we want to hit number 4 to get the machine into safe mode.
And then 4. 2224.
And what we want to do is we want to hit number 4 to get the machine into safe mode. Now that we're back into Windows in safe mode, we want to go and rerun that again. So go to downloads, into the folder, run the installer. Now from this menu, what we want to do is we want to select the device type that we want to install it for. We've got options to get which is here, and options to get whatever type which you have. So in this case, it's anything. And because it's swapping graphics card, we want to hit this next button here, which is clean and shut down before we install any graphics card. Now if you go into an issue where your driver causes problems, it will actually change the card. You could actually hit clean restart, and what I'll do is just bring everything down with option, and we can install the next one. Yeah, we're going to hit third option because we also need to change the graphics card. Once you hit an option, it's going to take a few minutes just to run through everything that needs to be in the system, and then we're going to change the card. Now that we've moved all the items from the system, we're going to physically change the card out. To do that, it's pretty simple. All we need to do is remove 2 screws in this card here,
Alright.
and then
Changing the card is easy. Alright. Okay, I get it. Right? So we do all that. We do this. Restart now. Restart now. Boom. Alright, let's do it. Restarting the computer now. Alright. So once we restart the PC. Mama, 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 mama. Troubleshoot 2. Wait. Change startup behavior. Safe mode. Restart. Anyway, chat, how you guys doing on this fine? The weekend's already over though. Weekend's already over. I have to go back to work. So sad. It is actually over. Enable safe mode. F4. Chat, do you guys use ChatGPT for like everything or no? I feel like I should use ChatGPT more. What is happening? Sunday scaries. Is that a thing? So why did my PC just work? It seems like my PC is broken. Oh my god. Are you serious? Are you serial right now? Right meow. Use it for Google Translate. That's not a bad use case. Or use it like Google Translate. That's actually pretty good, I feel. I'm sure it could be useful in many ways in that case. Do I have Wi-Fi or not? I don't think I have Wi-Fi. Dude, my motherboard or something is messed up, I feel. This is just jank. Device manager. Let's see, do we got Wi-Fi anywhere in here? Look at this. Why does this break? The drivers never work. I don't know what's wrong with this thing, but this thing never works. Whatever. All right, how do I do this again? Privacy, security. Windows Update, Advanced, Recovery, Advanced Startup, Restart Now. I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. I'm a little tired, Chad, if I'm gonna be honest. I am a little tired. Safe mode with networking with command prompt. What does this mean? With command prompt. Safe mode. Oh my god. Why do I need Wi-Fi though? Oh my god. Can I bypass this thing? Oh my god, it's over. It's legitimately just over. God damn. How can I disable any login to my computer? Is that possible? Do I need to have a PIN every time I log in? Surely you can disable a PIN, right? On login? Can you just lock your computer with no credentials needed? That has to be a thing. Can I remove this? Remove this sign-in option. Why can't I remove this though? Facial recognition. I can't even do this. Only allow hello Windows hello sign-in options. the freak? What is this saying? Can I remove the pen? Oh my god, I can remove it. Ah, I see. What? I see. I see. Oh, now I need to use my password. Well, that's longer. Oh my god, bro. Do I just change my password to be simpler? Or whatever. I don't care. At least I can do it now. Alright, so sorry, chat. I'm stalling a little bit, but it's okay. I thought this was gonna be a little bit easier, but I guess it wasn't. But this time it will be easier. I promise. Oh, my love, love, pray for someone like you. Oh, my love, pray for someone like you. Who is my heart beating for? Every day I think about it. Every day on my mind. Tell me why I haven't found her. Why? Alright, F4 should ask me for my password this time. There should be no issues with login, especially because I have no internet. It's probably a good thing. Okay, this is good. What? How are you? How are you telling me that it's incorrect? Did I get the password? Bro. Yo, this PC is so bad. How is it so hard to log into my own account? Why is this so hard? Can I just change the password to something simpler? What is this? PIN? Password? I don't have internet. Oh my god. Wait, it worked. How did it work? I don't even have internet. DDU. Oh my god, it works. Clean and shut down. For those that don't see, things are happening. Boom. Shutting down. Uninstalling all them drivers. Alright, sounds like the PC just shut off. It's a good sign. Alright. Let's get to the main thing that we wanted to do here. No more wasting time. You know what I'm saying? Just turn off the PC real quick. Turn off this PC right here. Hey, someone like me. All right. So I'm gonna need to put this PC on its side. Hopefully, should have enough room. Now, let me just quickly move this down a little bit so that we can make a little bit of room for this PC. All right, let us do this. Let's have a flawless, clean operation. Let's have a clean, flawless execution. It's not static shock anything for no reason. I guess you guys can be a little bit taller and look down at this is GPU. All right, first things first, we take out any of these wires that was connected to the GPU, right? So this one had a slot, 3 slots just connected, which is fine. Right? And this also had a stand for the sag, because it's a fatty boy. So I gotta put that over there. And I need to get my screwdriver, which is right here.
conveniently right here, which is nice. To be honest, just try to hand screw these out. If it's not doable, then I'll just try to use the screwdriver for a bit. This thing is a beast. Alright. I'm gonna push this. Should pop out. Should just pop out nicely like this. And I forgot to plug. The display ports. We got it out clean. Seems like there's no damage whatsoever, which is what you want to see. Like this. So now, I'm getting my Alright, so this is a new AMD. It's a new AMD card. So let's see how this one is. Just gonna do the same thing. Just gonna put it where it should be. Alright, fits perfectly. I feel like this only really needs one screw. Could be wrong. But for now, just put one screw. I mean, should I just lay it on its side forever? To be honest, because I'm gonna be converting the cards again, I don't see any reason to like stand it up right now. So I'm gonna just do this as is. Just connect as it should. I think it's like this. Looks like this. And this. It's this. It's this. I don't understand. Okay, that's one. This is two. This is three. use this one. This one's easier. Actually, I might use this one because this one's easier. Why is this one so hard? Alright. Freaking A, man. There we go. Boom. All three. All three PCIs are in, which means the GPU should be good to go. And just like that, I think be good. Should be good to go. That should be it. All right, so that being said, let's turn this bad boy on and hope it doesn't explode. All right, I'm gonna just cover myself just in case it does explode. But here we go in 3, 2, 1. All right, so far so good. All right, turning the computer on in 3, 2, 1. Oof. Oof. This thing is alive. That's for sure. This thing is alive. All right. Let's see. Moment of truth. I'll have to move some of this stuff a little bit. So let's shift wires. All right. Let's see. Let me move some stuff. What am I sitting on? Just sit on the mouse. It's cool. Oh, wait, I'm a fool. I did not plug in any of my. I didn't plug in any of the monitors, so that's why it's still a blank screen. Which makes sense. All right. Cool. So, now that we have all the monitors plugged in, I think it should be turning on any time, any second now. And you can just put this speaker here. All right. Hello, is anything on? There we go, boom, there's one. Put my password. All right. Settings. Seems like we're good.
let's see. These set are my sign-in options. Change signing requirements. Can I prevent sign-in options? I'll set up my pin, I guess. This is annoying. Dude, I need my phone. Hold on. 6 7 4 3 5 6 6 7 4 3 5 6 2 6 7 6 7 4 3 5 6 6 7 4 3 5 6 6 7 Wait. Is that another one? Oh my god. Bro. Okay, we're good. Alright, change my pin. Okay, if we open hardware info. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Start. Everybody hold. Hold your horses. Boom! Look at that. Now we're Team Red. AMD gang. 9070 XT. Radeon. Asus. Alright, well that was pretty simple. Seems like we got this set up, so now I gotta download, install AMD drivers, GPU. Let's see, AMD 9700. 9700 AMD 9700 XT drivers. Windows 11. Auto detect and install. Adrenaline Edition. I should probably download both. Oh, what's happening in Valorant? I'll watch Valorant.
Feels like the rotate is 10 years behind.
Yeah. Oh my god, wait.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. Nah. No way, bro. Wait. Nah. Bro, bro's got knife out. Where's that going, bro? No, dude. No, dude. Is Gilbert win this? Wait a minute. Wait.
What is this? No.
And Superman should have been an opposite.
Privacy view. AMD chat. What the hell is this? AMD chat install.
Don't install AMD chat.
Yeah. He's assuming he's looking at the right spot when he's looking. Yeah. He looks at all spots at all times.
People saying this is a bad thing.
Match point. What did I say, chat? 13-8?
Alright, I'm just not gonna install it.
The stinger?
Adrenaline? So everyone needs to install Adrenaline? Is that it?
Bro, I'll take with a stinger. I mean, it's not that bad, but.
I just might come like some multiple reviews on it too, and want it.
Oh my god, what just happened?
You won't play EG.
Okay. Marvel Rivals? It's a good sign. Play now. Keep software up to date. Oh my god, wait, you need to restart? You kidding me? Hey, Nvidia doesn't need to restart. Does that mean Nvidia's better? All right. So how do I... How to... Actually, I should probably run it right now. No? Close everything right now. And let's see what we get. Noise suppression. Do I need this? All right, let's try it out. Let's try the demo and see how it runs. Just like last time. We mark it up.
think I took a picture of my old score, right? And just make sure I don't leak. All right. For now, let's try Time Spy. All right. Let's do it. The GPU. See how it stocks. All right, no sound, nice. Brrr. Pew, pew, pew. Dun, dun, dun. All right, let's see the GPU test. Here it comes. The true test. $180 FPS. That is pretty good, no? 100 FPS. Still pretty good. Sitting at a solid 230 frames. That's not bad at all. I think that was pretty good. Adrenaline edition disabled everything. 130s, 140s. I think I'm still fine with this. Okay. Is there one more GPU? I don't remember. Is it CPU? What's CPU? After this, it's over. CPU is whatever. That hasn't changed. $27,000. So my GPU score was about 2,000 less than. So this was my NVIDIA score, and then now this is my AMD score. So I'm like a little below the curve now. So hold up. Now, with that being said, let's see. Now let's do some research. How to undervolt the 9070 XT. Where's the sound?
Overclocking an AMD GPU using its built-in driver software is incredibly simple, so hold Alt and R at the same time to open up your Radeon software. There's a bunch of tabs at the top. You click on
Alt R.
Performance tab. You click on
Okay, skip this, I guess.
Tuning.
I'm going to Performance tab, Tuning.
And if you have an AMD CPU as well as GPU, that may show up here as well. We're not getting into CPU overclocking today. Right now we're going to go on the GPU, and it's probably set to the default unless you've done this before. You click on Custom to enable manual overclocking. I think the first time you click that, there may be a little warning thing you have to click through. Now, we get a bunch of options here: GPU tuning, VRAM tuning, power tuning, fan tuning, smart access memory. Smart access memory is kind of its own thing. You need a compatible motherboard. If you're on a newer platform, may be enabled by default. Here we're going to look at power tuning as our first step for overclocking the GPU. Now let me click this. I'm going to scroll down here, and I want you to watch something as I change this. So first of all, we have 330 watts on my card, you may have different. I'm overclocking the Power Color Red Devil 9070 XT. If you're on a different AMD GPU, you may see slightly different things here, but the general principles are the same. And even if you have a 9070 XT, different board partner cards might have different power limits set by default. The Red Devil is a pretty high-end card with a high power limit set by default, defaulting to around 330 watts. The reference power spec for these cards is more like 304 watts. So if I actually go down to like a minus 8% power limit, we'll actually see my card drop down to where yours might even be starting. This is like where my Steel Legend from ASRock 9070 XT starts out at, for example.
Why is mine saying 26? Is that normal?
But that would be called 0% on that card. So there are some differences here on the exact numbers you'll see based on which card you have. And this is one of the things you're paying for with like a factory overclock model. Sometimes it'll have an increased power limit by default. But I want you to notice how this interacts with the clock speed. So if you look over at this clock speed measurement over here, we're under 3,000 megahertz, around 2940 something, and then it can vary a little bit here. That's where this card is at the kind of reference spec power limit. And one thing you can actually do with this is turn down power limits to make your card use less power, put out less heat, that kind of thing. But today we're looking at boosting performance. So notice that if I just go back to the 330 watts that my card defaulted to, you're going to see the clock speed increase. It's now a little bit over 3,000 megahertz. And I'm going to go ahead and slide this all the way to the right to give it access to as much power as the board is going to allow it. So when I do this, I'm going to go up to about a little over 360 watts, and you'll notice that my clock speeds have already jumped to 3,020 something. Now, again, if you have a different board, even if it's a 9070 XT, yours might not be able to go to 360 watts. This is, again, one of the things that can be different board by board, and one of the things that you may be paying for with like the factory overclocked type models. Now, when you do this, if you're drawing more watts, this means your card is going to be outputting more heat, and that could mean that fan speeds ramp up, temperatures could ramp up, and that's one of the downsides to overclocking and increasing the board power. Now, if you don't want to increase the board power, you can still do some of the next steps regarding GPU tuning and VRAM tuning, but you might not get as dramatic of a performance increase without increasing the board power. Because notice we've already increased performance here by bumping up the clock speeds. Now, if you want to monitor performance, you can do this while you're in a game, and how would I actually show you that real quick? So let's go back to more like the reference spec and look at what sort of frame rate we're running at. Now, I'm going to hit Control-Shift-O to open up a performance overlay. You can control the overlay settings within the driver software by clicking on, instead of tuning, metrics, and you can change what things you're tracking. You can change the overlay size and settings and everything like that. But by turning on the overlay, we can see the frames per second that we're actually running in this game right now is 76 FPS in Hellblade 2 and some random scene I opened up. We can see the temperatures and things like that. Looks like it varies a little bit, jumped up from 76 to 77. Just a little bit of variance in the scene, but that's how we're at the reference word power. Now, if I go all the way up to my maximum power settings, you can see we're defaulting around 76-ish FPS, bouncing at 77 at times. Notice by applying that, we're now up to around 78, bouncing up occasionally 79 FPS. So we have already increased performance 50% just by sliding the word power to the right. So kind of neat. Now, another thing that I would mainly want to do here is just GPU tuning. VRAM tuning, fan tuning is something you can get into if you do feel like your fan speeds are too loud, your GPU's running too hot, and you want to kind of try to control for that. I'm not getting into that in this particular video. I'm very lot based on what kind of cooler model you have on your GPU. Mine doesn't sound overly noisy right now, you see the red devil. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go GPU tuning and click enable, and now we get two controls here. We get access to max frequency offset and voltage offset. Now, interestingly here, what I'm finding is that on my red devil card, I don't really need to touch the max frequency offset in order to continue allowing to go higher clock speeds. It's possible that other boards have set a lower clock speed limit, and you need to boost the clock speeds you're allowing to try to hit by sliding this to the right. Now, something kind of interesting, which is, notice that we're at 3127-ish, 3130-ish, so that's kind of clock speed. If I slide this all the way to plus 1000 and hit apply, I don't think we're going to see any change to the clock speeds it's allowing me to hit. I give it permission to go a lot further, but it's just not able to go a lot further at these settings. And again, on the red devil, I've already done some overclocking on the same time. I have not had to increase my max frequency offset in order to get increased performance by adjusting the voltage offset, which is where we'll really see the performance gains. Another thing you can do here is decrease the frequency you're allowing to run. I go minus 500, and we'll see that if I apply that, it's going to pull the clock speeds down, and also notice the total board power is coming down, and my temperatures are coming down. So this is something you could do if you were wanting to control temperatures and power and things like that. So again, I found on the red devil card I'm overclocking right now, I can leave this at 0. You may need to boost it to give your card permission to go to higher clock speeds. It seems like the default settings on the red devil are allowing it to go as high as I'm able to go anyway. Now, on the voltage offset, this is where we get any additional performance beyond what I do to a board power and then we can do memory. Now, the voltage offset is basically going to reduce the voltage the card is running at. So, for example, if I go -40, it's reducing the voltage. Now, wouldn't have lower performance. That's what a lot of people feel like when you're under voltage. They're like, wait, won't that reduce my performance? And no, it's going to increase the clock speed at the same watt. Basically, if I can run cards stable at lower voltage, then it should be higher frequency at the same watts. So notice, when I click apply at -40, our clock speed is going to increase. So right now, again, we're bouncing between 3120s and 3130s, and I click apply. Now notice that this is boosting to 3170 or so. So my clock speed increased when I decreased the voltage offset without drawing any additional power. That's how that works. So we're getting some additional performance here. The problem is that different cards will be stable at different voltage offsets. You might get unlucky and your card might not be able to decrease the voltage offset at all without crashing in certain games. That's the silicon logic. How lucky did you get on the exact GPU in your card? And just because you buy a powerful red double, it doesn't necessarily mean that you will be able to achieve exactly the same undervolts or overclocks that I'm able to. There is some variance there, and you're only ever guaranteed to get the out-of-box performance of your card. That's all you're ever guaranteed. That being said, a lot of cards can push all the levels up on 10. Now, generally, how this process works is you'll slowly bump this in increments of like 5 or 10. You'll apply it. You'll check to see if you're getting some clock speed boost. If you're not, you can try to give yourself permission to go further. And I just want to not need to give additional permission, so it's fine. And you see your performance is going up. But then the other thing you should be doing is stress testing. I'm skipping that part because it takes a long time. And that's honestly the only part that's really kind of tedious is you should then play games, run games with building benchmarks, run synthetic benchmarks, synthetic stress testing. You have a stress test button here you can try out. And this is kind of the downside to an overclock is that it can decrease the stability of your system and you might not notice it at first. So you might have dialed in stable settings, then you try a new game and suddenly the game's crashing. And now you figure out is the game broken or is my overclock undervolt unstable. So personally, I actually don't adjust my cards. I leave them out of the box settings just for maximum stability. But that being said, a lot of cards will be perfectly stable at reasonable settings here. Now again, you adjust a little bit more, stress test it, etc. If you go too far, the whole game might just crash instantly. But just because it's not crashing instantly doesn't guarantee it's stable. Now I have a bunch of testing off camera here, and I found that while in this particular game I could go super aggressive, like 170, -170, -120, I saw no issues in the way too. I found that when I went to Cyberpunk, even I had all the way down to -100 or else it would crash. And then I found out when I went to Call of Duty that if I tried to run the benchmark on that, I was seeing that had stuff like -5 more percent lows, -100. I had to get all the way back to -80. But -80, which is when I said now, I can boost you well over 3200 megahertz. And every game I tested in a couple hours I put this on camera has been perfectly fine. I haven't seen any signs of any issues. And I'll show you some side-by-side performance testing in a minute. But again, how can you be 100% sure this is stable in every single game that exists or will exist? That's the downside to the overclocking situation. Now, the last thing I'll mention is feed rounding. Now, on other GPUs, I have done this work. I didn't look at additional performance feed rounding. I would say that on a particular red double card I'm doing here, which again might need different yours, I have not found it stable on fast tidings or by increasing the frequency. But you might try this out on your card to see what you can do. If you go fast, you can change the memory time to fast tidings, apply it, play games for a while, see if it's stable. If that's stable, you can also try out increasing maximum frequency. Again, you do little chunks, maybe 50, then maybe 10, then 10, then 10, and see where you can get stable. But again, I need the best performance and stability by being rounding alone on a particular card that I'm working with here. So overall, what are we looking at here? Our 50% are now sitting at around 80 to 81. Notice if I go all the way back to default settings here, this is dropping back to around 78-ish. So we got several frames per second better by just sliding a couple of sliders and doing a little bit of testing to make sure that works. Now, let's go ahead and leave this, and instead just show you the results from the overall overclock I was able to do here. So I guess I'll slide my camera position out of the way here. So what we're looking at here, this is looking at my card running at its out-of-the-box settings in the middle, versus at its manual overclock, we just look at -80 megavolts and select the power slider all the way right on the right here. Now on the far left, I have a Steel Legend, which is another 97 XP card, which runs at like right at reference specs out of the box. So no factory overclock, just kind of it is what UMD says you get here. Now we see Steel Legend in Cyberpunk 4K RT Ultra, that's our performance, is 71 FPS and benchmark, whereas Red Devil factory overclock out of the box is 73, and Red Devil manual overclock is 78. It's on Red Devil manual C, but in this particular game was 97 XP specs getting 149, the Red Devil factory overclock defaulting out of the box is 153, and with my manual overclock applied getting 160. Again, notice the frame time now is very smooth here. I initially started benchmarking at -100 millivolts, but voltage offset. But when I did that, the OC was getting really bad frame time spikes on the frame time graph and really bad numbers of those. So I got this is the game where I noticed I had that optimized speed.
All right, so you're saying I gotta test games for this to actually like be useful. It's kind of the gist I'm getting at. However, why don't I try undervolting it to like 80? I don't know if this power limit should be set up to higher. I have no idea. This makes no sense that I have to set the power limit up. I can't tell if this is overclocking or undervolting or both.
So, oh no, I have one game packing, guys. This is not taking on my -6. This, for example, I go -40. It's reducing the voltage. Now, wouldn't have lower performance. That's what a lot of people feel like when you're undervolting. It's like, wait, won't that reduce my performance? And no, it's going to increase the clock speed at the same watt.
Okay, so if I try this now, you're telling me I should in theory get higher performance. So I'll move this up on my screen just to try. So if I run again, now with a voltage offset of -80. So right now I just moved the voltage offset. And then I didn't touch the power limit. I don't know if the power limit matters because that guy didn't seem to mention. I think he said it kind of depends depending on the manufacturer and where you buy from. So I guess the power limit could matter. But I guess for now we'll just leave it as is. I'll see if I can achieve higher levels of to be fair, if I don't even need to do this, maybe I don't know. I don't know if I should even try. To figure this out, we'll see. Let's see the score and then it's actually sound this time. But this number, I don't know if it should be going higher. All right, graphics test. We'll see. I don't know if these speeds will actually like increase, but we'll see. Might try to max out. Hopefully it does max out. Okay, yeah, they're maxing out now. 29. Scanning speed's at 29 now. One more test. It's at 3,000. I actually wonder if I should be able to push it the power to more than 100% or add percentage to the power. Not sure. I'm getting tired because there's no sound. Should I just do this? Should I just try stock and then see if it's good? Maybe I should. Alright, one more quick test. Alright, what's our score? 27,278. 29,284. Wait, is that score worse than last time? I actually don't remember. What if I did 100? Okay, let me do one more time with the voltage offset, and then I'm done testing.
Basically, if I can run the card stable at lower voltage, then I can achieve a higher frequency at the same watts. So notice, when I click apply on my story bar, clock speed is going to increase. So right now we're bouncing between 3120s and 3130s, and I can click apply. Now notice this is using 3170 or so, so my clock speed increased when I decreased the voltage offset without drawing any additional power. That's how that works, so we get some additional corners here. The problem is that different cards will be stable at different voltage offsets. You might get unlucky.
So I might get unlucky, it might crash. But that depends on the game, so I'm gonna have to test every game, which is also annoying. But alright, one more time we run. So it seems like I was only able to hit 3,000 megahertz on average with the normal power limit set. I didn't set the power limit, but if I set it to, oh my god, wait. Oh my god, wait. I don't think I even applied the changes. So I don't know if the changes actually went through. Hold on. Things might be different now. We'll see. Hold up. Adrenaline edition, all disabled. Oh wow. Wow, I see it. It's actually hitting 32 now. It was hitting 3,000 before, but now it's hitting 32. Hold up. I might actually be hitting more frames now. All right, let's see. See the results. 28, 341. Okay, that's still better actually, I think. Actually, you know what's interesting? The GPU scores are now pretty close, I guess off by like almost 1,000, and then the CPU is off by like a bit. The CPU is off by 1,000. Could be because of adrenaline maybe, but that's interesting. But it seems like it's better now. Better than before. Because I was hitting like 3,000 for GPU. Or 29? I don't remember.
Get unlucky, and your card might not be able to decrease the voltage offset at all without crashing in certain games. That's the silicon body. How lucky did you get on the exact GPU guidance in your card? And just because when you buy a power color double, it doesn't necessarily mean that you will be able to achieve exactly the same undervolts or overclocks that I able to. There is some variance there, and only ever guaranteed to get the out of box performance of your card. That's all you're ever guaranteed. That being said, a lot of cards can have the showing on this on 10. Now, generally, how this process works is just slowly bump this increments of like 5 or 10. You'll apply it. You'll check to see if you're getting some clock speed boost. If you're not, you can try giving yourself permission to go further. And might slow down. You can do additional choices. So it's fine. And you can see performance is going up. But then the other thing you should be doing is stress test. I'm skipping that part because it takes a long time. And that's honestly the only part that's really tedious is you should then play games, run games with built-in benchmarks, run synthetic benchmarks, then stress testing. You have a stress test button here. You can find out. This is kind of the downside to an overclock is that it can decrease the stability of your system. You might not notice it at first. So you might think about dialing stable settings, and then you try to new in and suddenly begins crashing. And now you need to figure out is my game broken or is my overclock interval unstable. So personally, I actually don't adjust my card. I leave them out of box settings just for maximum stability. But that means
That's true. For now, I just want to see how this card performs out of the box. And then out of the box, if it's not good enough, we'll figure it out then. Okay, anyways, chat, I'm going to stream on my PC now, so I'll switch over.
See you guys there.